What's up, guys? My name's Gamer360 Sports, giving you guys some more Houston Astros franchise as we're going into Game 39 on the season. Before I begin, I edited Puig to bat on just the right before he was a switch hitter on this game, and also made him number 66 like he is in real life. I then knocked him down to Double-A because he's been struggling, and as you can tell, he has stopped progressing completely thanks to the struggles in the majors for the past week. Now we go into the simulation. Starting off, as you can tell, we beat the Angels in the second game. And you can tell both trades with the Cubs and the Braves have been canceled due to injuries. Now the Angels would win the series on the rubber match 5-1 on 11 hits with 1 error. Now taking on the Texas Rangers, all of these games would be simmed in this series. Texas wins the first one 8-5. The second one would be 9-5 Houston. As you can tell, it was a hitter's duel. 15 hits for Texas, 11 for Houston. In the last simulation, it was 8-2 Texas on 16 hits, but 2 errors cost them in the game. Now today's episode will feature the Houston Astros taking on the Detroit Tigers, who are leading the AL Central. It'll be Lucas Harrell and Sanchez on the mound. I'll see you guys at the end of the video. Houston Astros baseball is on tap for tonight here at Comerica Park, as it's the Houston Astros and the Detroit Tigers up next. Hi again and welcome everyone to Comerica Park here in Detroit, Michigan, as it's the Houston Astros and the Detroit Tigers. Right now it is a major struggle for Houston, sitting at 13-25 and losing their last game in the last matchup. But anyway, they're 9 games back of the AL West lead. Right now, the Angels lead the division at 22-16. Meanwhile, the Detroit Tigers are currently on top of the AL Central, 21-15 on a 3-game losing streak. The Chicago White Sox are only half a game back. Here's your starters, Lucas Harrell and Sanchez. It is two opposite stories. Lucas Harrell's 1-3. Sanchez is currently 4-1. Now here's Sanchez. Currently, right now, he's looking decent. He's 4-1, 3.28 batting average, ERA, also having 46.2 innings, 42 strikeouts, and 19 walks. And here comes the first pitch. And this was going to be hit into right field, and Cedeno will get on base for the first hit of the ball game on the first pitch. And now here comes the first pitch from Sanchez. And this one's going to be blooped towards second base, and Peralta will catch that one. So that will be the first out of the inning. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. It's going to be a changeup up the middle, and he won't swing. 0-2. And now looking for something he can swing at. Will he go for the ball? And he'll go for a 3-pitch strikeout. Atuvi just sits there and lets it all happen. And that's the first strikeout for Sanchez. Strikeout number 43 on the season. Now here's Chris Carter. He leads the Astros in RBIs with 28. JD Martinez catched him in home runs, but he is nervous because right now he's on a cold spell, hitting 139 with 4 home runs and 8 RBIs lately. And this one's going to be hit towards the catcher, and that will end up going for a catch, and that'll end off the top of the first. Detroit Tigers are coming on base. 1 hit for the Astros. No errors, no runs. You're watching Houston Astros baseball. Now on the mound for Houston at 1-3 with a 4.69 ERA. He is currently Lucas Harrell. He is struggling. 31 strikeouts and 21 walks. But right now he's had 4 quality starts, but just can't get things going. He ended up winning his last start for the first win this season. Hope we can get win number 2 today. And now up at the plate is Omar Infante, hitting 279, 1 home run, but an amazing 13 RBIs to start off this season. And here comes the 3-2 pitch, and ball 4. He walks them on 3 foul balls. He had an 0-2 count, and Omar Infante's on base. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. It's going to be ball 4, 2 straight walks for Lucas Harrell. And the pitches are way off for Lucas Harrell. They're calling him one place. He's throwing him to the other side of the plate. And here comes the first pitch. Steal attempt, and this is going to be safe. Man on first and second. A nice steal by Austin Jackson. He's known for speed. Here comes the 3-2 offering. It is hit into center. And this will end up bringing a run. Here comes the throw home, and that will end up being the first run of the ball game. Omar Infante comes all the way around. Here comes the 3-2 offering. This one's hit into right field, and this will end up bringing in a run. It's an RBI single for Andy Dirks. He bumps up the average even more, or allowed them to get on base with an infield single and RBI fly. As this one's going to be hit into left field. This could end off the inning, and yes it will. Chris Carter catches it in foul territory. This one off the first inning. It is 2-0 Tigers, only one hit the entire inning, and let me tell you, walks have killed Lucas Harrell. Castro, Pena, and Martinez are up next. A fastball and 2 changeups so far, 1 and 2. This one's going to be blooped towards center. It will drop, and Jason Castro is in for a base hit. Looking for a good pitch here on the 1-0. This one's going to be hit. Could this be 2? And yes, it will. It's a double play, and Carlos Pena continues to slump. A huge opportunity to get a base hit, or maybe bring a man to third, but nope, it's a double play by a slumper. Here's Fernando Martinez, second batting average on the team, and right now he's looking for a nice base hit. Gotta bring the heat right here, 3 and 2. Downstairs, and Fernando Martinez is walked on base. Now there's a man on first with 2 outs. Sanchez already allowed 2 hits and a walk. Not looking good. Now with the plate is Matt Dominguez, currently doing pretty decent, hitting .325 in his past 4. But he needs more than that in this situation, as that's going to hit Dominguez. That's going to put men on first and second, and there was a stare down on the mound. That's the first hit player. It is off his thigh, and yeah, you might see some heat from Lucas Harrell after that one. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. This one's going to be hit. It's to the second baseman, and that will be a force out to end off the inning. And now we're going to the bottom of the second, with Hunter, Peralta, and Holiday coming up next on 1 hit for the Astros. And Miguel Cabrera up to the plate. And he's going to start by creaming this one into double alley. It is all the way to the right center field wall. And this will be a double for Miguel Cabrera. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. It's going to be a curveball to Altuve, and this will end off the inning. Prince Fielder cannot get a hit for the second straight at bat. We're now going to the top of the 4th. Chris Carter, Jason Castro, and Carlos Pena are up next. And here comes the next pitch. It's up the middle, and Jason Castro goes 2 for 2 in the day. A nice hit up the middle, and Sanchez allows, I'd say, hit number, 3 on the day. But Jason Castro's excited. And that's going to be a ball, as that's going to bring Carlos Pena on base. His first walk in a long time, and Sanchez has put man on first and second. And now we're setting up for the 0-1 pitch. It's going to hit Fernando Martinez, and Sanchez is throwing fire. This is getting ridiculous. This is the second hit Astro today. I don't know what is Anibal Sanchez's problem with the Houston Astros, but once again he's hit. Matt Dominguez up to the plate. He was hit last time. And this one's going to bring in a run. This is going to load the bases. Wait, there's a man taking a chance, and yes, this will be an out. For some reason he ran home, and now Houston is not going to bring in another run. It is still 2-1. 0-1 pitch. Chop towards the pitcher, and this will end off the inning. And right now, Lucas Harrell's not pitching well on the mound. 2-0 already. He's got to be getting exhausted on the mound. This one's going to be hit to the shortstop, and he's going to do a jump throw, and that is way late. It's going to be an infield single for Andy Dirks. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It's going to be hit in between the second baseman and the first baseman. It's a base hit again for Victor Martinez. Now there's men on first and second. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. It's going to be hit. This will get 1, and will this get 2? No, it won't. It will only get the man at third. He didn't throw it at first. He threw it at second. Try to go for the triple play, and Dominguez will still get a force out. Up to 71 pitches already. 2-1 count. Will this get two? There's one. And this is a double play. And that will end off this inning. A nice double play set up by Dominguez to go to Altuve and to go to Carlos Pena. A couple of hits for Detroit as they're still up 2-1 here at Comerica Park. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. That's downstairs on the fastball, and this will now be another walk. Brent Wallace is on base, and that could start off another rally. Jose Altuve struck out twice already. Jim Leland is upset so far. 2 strikeouts for Altuve, hitting .255, 12 RBIs, no home runs. He's still looking for the decisive first home run, and he's not a power hitter. This is blooped into right, and it is caught! On a spectacular catch in right field by Torii Hunter. And yes, that was a diving play. It almost blooped up into right again. But look at this. Torii Hunter just barely catches the ball in his glove for the show motion diving play. And this is in the dirt. Chris Carter strikes out, and that's going to end off in our rally for the Houston Astros. We're now going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Up at the plate next is Holiday, Infante, and Austin Jackson. And looking for the payoff pitch. And this is going to be hit high, deep. Oh my goodness. A home run for the worst hitter on the team. His second of the season. And Brian Holiday now makes it 3-1. And here comes the 3-1 pitch. And this is going to be hit into foul territory right over the right field bullpen. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. Everyone nervous, and this is upstairs. Lucas Harrell's a bit upset, but that's an error walk. 2 outs for Prince Fielder. Sacrifice fly and RBI already. And here comes the 2-1 pitch, and you can kiss this one goodbye. Get in the bullpen, as that is going to be another 2-run shot. This game was close, not anymore. Lucas Harrell is exhausted, he doesn't even care anymore. That was in his worst part of the strike zone for a second, and Prince Fielder goes deep. His MVP-like season continues. And here comes the bullpen change. This game was close, but he cannot keep it 2-1. It's now 5-1. And here's Edgar Gonzalez now. 3.15 ERA. Still looking to save this game. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. And swing and a miss. Strikeout for Andy Dirks. He is finally missing a hit right here. And Detroit's inning and rally is done. 5-1 on 2 hits, hitting 2 home runs. Castro, Pena, and Martinez are up next. Here's Victor Martinez, 1 for 2 with a single so far. Right now projecting the pitching change going on for the 8th inning, as this is going to start off with Dominguez catching this foul ball down the third base line. Here's Gonzalez right now. The highest team ERA right now is the Houston Astros, 5.65. It is a train wreck in the ERA department, just above the Royals, who have a 5.38. The only 2 was 5.0 ERAs or higher. And right now, Edgar Gonzalez has a nasty circle change. Low 80s, high 70s. You don't expect that in the major leagues. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It's going to be hit to Jose Altuve, and this is going to be a routine ground out to end off the inning. Edgar Gonzalez is finally cruising here in relief. Might have to think about when to pitch now for a strike. And this one's going to be hit to right field, and this will fall just in front of Torii Hunter for a base hit. His first of the ball game. And here comes the 2-2 pitch, and that's going to be inside, 3-2. Brent Wallace on deck. And you guys know Brent Wallace cannot hit for anything. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. And it's going to be a walk. And Cedeno will take his base. And Brent Wallace is up next. Here's the first pitch. This one's going to be hit deep. And this looks like it's going to be a tag. They both tag. And this will end up being safe, and it's both runners tag. Now there's men on second and third. Torii Hunter couldn't get him, but yeah. Now there's a man 90 feet away from scoring and another 180. And here comes the first pitch, as this one's going to be blooped. This is the run home, and they cannot bring in the run. It's going to stay 5-1 on another hit and a walk. A 2V's got to be hitting himself. Holiday and Fontaine Jackson next. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. It's going to be hit on the slider, and no one can get to the ball. Man moving to third. Will he get the out? No, he won't. Are you kidding me? No one backed up from first to get the slider floating up. Look at this. Edgar Gonzalez must be mad. This should not be a hit. Look at where it's going. The closest player near him was Carlos Pena, but he doesn't catch him. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is going to be hit down the right field line. And it looks like Fernando Martinez is confused down in the outfield. And once again, the Astros allow a run, and it's Holiday. Here comes the 1-1 pitch upstairs. And this is going to bring in another run. And this is going to be a gun by Fernando Martinez, and he will allow another run. Here's Prince Fielder. The home run in the fifth blew this game open and blew Lucas Harrell off the mound. Right now, this could blow Edgar Gonzalez off the mound. This is going to bring in another run. It's going to be a ground ball, and once again, it's an RBI ground out. And the wagon wheels have fallen off the past couple of innings. This is to end off the inning. And Fernando Martinez will catch it into right center. The energy is about to collapse, so anything can happen on the 3-2 count. In the dirt, and Fernando Martinez is walked for the second time this game. 1-2 pitch coming. And this is going to be a bunt attempt, and it's going to be a ground ball. This will move the man to second, so the double play is out of options. Here's JD Martinez. Time to swing. Sacrifice 2 of 3 right there. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. And that's way outside. It's all the way to the backstop, and now the runner will move to third. And the fans are booing. That should have been a strikeout according to them. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This one's going to be hit. And here we go. Runner moving. It's offline, and now bring in Fernando Martinez on the sacrifice fly. Martinez is upset that he didn't get the base hit to continue the rally, but there's still 2 outs. And Jim Lewin will now pull Anibal Sanchez. Coming to the game now is Jaquan Beno, 14 appearances, and so far 2 saves on the season. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, and strike 3. Cedeno will strike out. And Detroit will win this one 8-2. Sanchez had a nice performance, but he had so many walks, it was ridiculous. Beno threw an 82-mile-an-hour changeup to end off this game. Only one pitching change. And now we're going to end off your coverage here from Houston. Detroit wins this one 8-2. 10 hits for Detroit, 5 for Houston. No errors at all. Could have been close, but a blow up in the 5th inning ends up turning it into a blowout. Detroit wins this one, and good night, everyone. Well, you guys have been saying I absolutely suck, and yeah, we kind of just blew a 2-1 game and turned it to 5-1, which turned into 8-2 the final, mainly because I kept Lucas Harrell in the game 1 extra inning. He had over 100 pitches, most of them coming in the 1st and the 5th innings, so he got roughed up big time. He had 34 pitches in the 1st inning alone, another 16 in the 4th. Now anyway, this one now wrap up this episode of the Houston Astros franchise. If you have any suggestions, tell me in the comment section below. And I'm also thinking about switching up the broadcast camera for pitching, trying to get a more realistic feel. You know what I'm saying? Now anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.